What if the very technology meant to protect your finances is actually jeopardizing them? In the rapidly evolving fintech landscape, it's not just about algorithms, it's about the dangerous assumptions we make regarding AI and its risk assessments. You might think these systems are infallible, built on solid data. But what if I told you they are often based on flawed assumptions that could cost you dearly? Picture this: you apply for a loan, hit submit, and receive an offer in minutes. But beneath the surface lies a layer of bias coded into that eye, skewing your results in unpredictable ways. This isn't just a hypothetical scenario. Consider a financially savvy friend who gets denied a mortgage despite meeting all the criteria: good credit, steady income. Why? The answer lies in the biased training data that the system relies on, reflecting past societal prejudices. The unsettling truth is that countless individuals are ensnared by these silent algorithms, their lives impacted by decisions made in the shadows. Even more concerning is that many fintech companies prioritize speed over accuracy, rushing approvals that can leave you vulnerable to costly mistakes, often without your knowledge until it's too late. Now let's raise the stakes. Imagine investing your savings through an automated platform you trust completely. But what if a glitch or miscalibration wiped out your portfolio overnight? The real risk isn't just in the technology, it's in our complacency. We've become so reliant on these tools that we forget to question their reliability. And here's the kicker: the fintech world often lacks transparency. You may not even know how your data is being used, or worse, misused. But don't panic just yet. There are steps you can take to protect yourself. Start by asking questions. Dig deeper into how these systems operate. Are they regularly audited for bias? Before you click accept on any financial offer, consider what's happening beneath the surface. Your financial future could depend on it. Awareness is your greatest ally in navigating this complex landscape. Stay informed, stay curious, and uncover the deeper truths behind the technology you use every day. Have you ever felt a chill when checking your banking app? You're not alone. The reality of AI and fintech might be more concerning than you think. Many of us are blissfully unaware of the cracks forming in our financial systems. We trust algorithms to keep our money safe. Imagine applying for a loan, thinking it's a simple process. Behind the scenes, algorithms are making decisions based on data you didn't even know existed. What if that data is inaccurate? What if the AI misreads your financial habits? The stakes are higher than you might realize. Consider a recent example: a small business owner applied for funding confident in their strong repayment history. However, the AI flagged them as a risk due to outdated information. A bot's mistake could derail dreams and livelihoods. Picture pouring your heart and soul into your business, only to face an unfair rejection. This is just a one-off incident, it's happening everywhere, with repercussions rippling through our economy. The more we rely on AI without questioning its decisions, the more vulnerable we become. What's even more alarming is that companies often prioritize speed over accuracy. The pressure to process thousands of applications leads to rushed decisions. But what happens when the system fails? And it will. You might not see it coming until it's too late. As this tension builds, you might wonder, how can we protect ourselves? The answer isn't simply to turn away from technology, it's about demanding transparency and accountability from the systems we depend on. Imagine being able to challenge these automated decisions and understand the data behind them. That's not just empowerment, it's essential for safeguarding your financial future. In a world where AI makes decisions, how well do you know your own financial story? A choice made in a split second could change everything for you. So what will you do with this unsettling truth? The next time you check your accounts, remember behind every algorithm is a story waiting to be uncovered. Stay informed, stay curious, and don't let misconceptions shape your financial reality. Imagine if the next major financial crisis arises from something you thought was completely reliable. Scary, right? As we explore the world of fintech, many of us are unaware of the dangers tied to our reliance on these algorithms. What if I told you that these systems designed to predict risk? It sounds hard to believe, but it's true. When we assume AI is flawless, we overlook the biases and errors that can lead to serious consequences. Picture this: you're applying for a loan. You've done everything right, maintained a good credit score, and have a steady job. But behind the scenes, an algorithm misjudges your risk due to faulty data. Suddenly, your application gets denied, and you're left in the dark. How would that feel? This isn't just hypothetical, it's a reality for many. Algorithms are only as good as the data they process, and flawed data can lead to disastrous outcomes. Yet, many remain blissfully unaware, convinced that technology has all the answers. Now, consider another angle. Have you heard of a company that suffered massive losses because it relied too heavily on AI predictions? They didn't fully grasp the limitations of their tools. This blind trust can lead to misguided strategies and financial ruin. The pressure to adopt technology often overshadows the need for critical thinking. It's like sailing a ship. Without awareness of your direction, you could easily get lost at sea. So how can we mitigate these risks? It starts with awareness. Questioning the systems we depend on may feel uncomfortable, but it's crucial. You won't jump into a car without knowing how to drive right. The same principle applies to fintech. Now, imagine being an informed consumer who demands transparency in AI systems. What if you could ensure your financial decisions are based on accurate and unbiased assessments? This is just a dream, it's a movement that's gaining momentum. As we wrap up